What if everything we were taught about reality was totally different? Maybe not everything, but a huge majority of things. For example, what if everything about us is for a reason rather than just random biological functions? Like, what if feelings are for a reason, emotions are for a reason, imagination is for a reason, dreams are for a reason, intuition, the unique ways we each express ourselves? What if everything is for a reason? To me, it makes more sense. To me, it actually makes logical sense, such as feeling good or bad meaning something. You can think of being plugged in, meaning, or how do I say this? You can think of feeling good as being plugged in, is what I'm trying to say. And feeling bad is you've accidentally unplugged yourself from life giving or life force energy. And so you can tell when you're on or off track from truth that way. It's a guidance system. And you can figure out whether you're on or off track from your own authenticity by what you actually like and dislike and owning it rather than being concerned about what people think, because you're not them, you're you, and you have your own unique expression. So you like and dislike what you like and dislike for a reason. And you feel certain ways for a reason. It's all guidance. Liking, disliking is guidance. Emotions are guidance. Telling you something. Feelings are guidance. Feelings are a little bit different than emotions. Emotions are energy in motion, and they need to be worked through. And sometimes you're healing something that's no longer exactly who you are anymore, but you still feel it. And so when people are trying to stay happy all the time, but you have real emotions about something, they may not necessarily be telling you your truth, but they are something that needs expression in some way and heard and felt. Feelings help you create and know things. They help guide you with intuition and gut feelings and nudges. You can put yourself into states of making something you're imagining feel more real, and that makes it a bigger picture and makes it more likely the message to be, well, felt and heard by you, and you're not separate from all that is. So it's a communication and a guidance. We are not separate from that which is creating reality, that which is all that is. None of us are separate. So we're all communicating and heard and felt and expressed through us and through reality. If you're understanding what I'm saying, you're at a frequency to understand what I'm saying. If I sound like something that you don't understand, then, but you're resonating still, then you're getting there. If I sound like it's just a bunch of gibberish and you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, it sounds ridiculous, then you're at a different frequency, and that's okay. But there are some people that understand me and are at the same frequency as me, and this feels like you're remembering something. But the truth is, all of reality is a part of you. It's not separate. And so it's all communicating to you, and you're communicating to it because it is you. it, it can't not hear you or feel you. The thing that happens though is you can be accidentally in somewhat of a distortion where only parts are seen and felt and heard because of disconnecting yourself. It's not that you're it's not that you are purposefully unheard or disregarded in some way. It's that you're not understanding what all your guidance systems that you're built with are for. We're not in a society or system, or running systems are made up systems that condone like guiding us this way and teaching us what we are. It's a bunch of making stuff up. And the funny thing about reality is it will reflect you back to you. So if you're studying something and come up with a theory that makes a lot of sense and you feel absolutely certain about it, even if it is a distortion, reality will reflect that distortion back to you. You could accidentally be choosing things you don't even want just to prove something is true because you theorized it was true. We've got to start really looking at what we're choosing. It's why the saying, be careful what you wish for, was created. Because everything is a wish. We're creating it and then agreeing upon it. And we could be agreeing upon things that we prefer not to. So, what do you think? Are there things that you're believing in that you prefer not to? See what happens if you start actually picking and choosing what you'd prefer to believe in, what you'd prefer to tell yourself, what you prefer to agree that reality perpetuates. For example, do we really want cancer and illness and suffering and diseases and war? We're all one with all of this intelligence. The main thing is to really realize that we are all one with all of it. Because that is true. And that it's all in communication. You're never alone. You don't have to feel lonely because you're not alone ever. All is seen and heard and felt, which makes it also extra important to start cleaning that up We all have some funky stuff to clean up, okay? So don't beat yourself up. But know that it's not actually personal completely. Every everything is personal. So you don't have actual secrets, sorry to say. But people don't necessarily get this fully yet. So you're not exposed that much. But the more on frequency you get, the more loving you get, the more naturally it just starts to clear up anyway. So it's a lot of internal work. And that's when people start to feel more in tune with like extrasensory perceptions and picking up on more things, psychic abilities, stuff like that. And it's when people are more loving and compassionate anyway. So, and it's people who've already been through the mud. So we all get it. So don't beat yourself up. But we all got to work on ourselves and find who we are authentically, because that's not you anyway. And you know that. If you have ugly stuff in there, it was never you anyway. There's all kinds of frequencies out there we're picking up on. Like I said, there's no separation. You just choose which ones to connect to and keep mulling over and keep adding on to. And you can think some thought is yours and be like, oh my gosh, and really beat yourself up, but it's probably not even yours if you don't like it, because you would, if it was yours, you would like it. Sorry. If there's even a part of you that doesn't like it, it's not yours. Even if there's some part of you that does, you're just in a distortion of yourself, and you get to really figure out who you are, who you really are, authentically, fully. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good night.